The better world that I believe in is a world where all relationships are voluntary and consensual, and that no individual is forced to abide by the regulations or edicts of whether that's a government or the local dictator or the local gang or whatever it may be, or even just your neighbor. I think that ultimately people need to figure out what it is that they want in their lives, what freedom really looks like to them, and then pursue that and do so in a way that doesn't coerce, defraud, or manipulate or steal from other people in order to get that goal. Now, the problem is, and you touched on this earlier when we were speaking before we were recording, is that even the idea of freedom or the word liberty, right? There's different types of liberty. Some folks might have heard the idea of negative versus positive liberty. And all that necessarily means is that some people they think liberty or freedom means the freedom to have things like I want free education, I want free healthcare, right? And then for others of us, which is termed negative liberty, freedom means freedom from spying, freedom from invasive invasion of our homes, freedom from things, right? So we want to, for the most part, that side wants to just be left alone. Like, I want to live my life. I want to have my family, my friends. I don't want to harm anybody. And I don't want anybody spying on me, stealing from me, things of that sort. So that's one, I think, important part of the conversation is for individuals to think about what does freedom even mean to you? What does liberty mean to you? And once you understand that, then you can look forward and decide how you get there. For me, I definitely fall more on the side of thinking that true freedom is when people have an opportunity to pursue the path that they want, but again, doing so in this way that doesn't involve force, fraud, coercion, or violence on other human beings. So even if you have a lot of people who might fall in more in the left wing category or socialist or democratic socialist or communist or whatever they want to label themselves, they have a utopian vision of the world and everything is going to be equitable and just and this and that. But often the way they want to get there involves using government to force people to go along with it. And that to me isn't real freedom. So as far as the vision, I believe it is a world that is more voluntary, is consensual. And as far as how we get there, this is something that I do talk about in my books, which you can see near me, the Conscious Resistance Trilogy and How to Opt Out of the Technocratic State. And I ultimately believe, as I said earlier, that it starts on the individual level. And because of my own experience with dealing with my trauma, my depression, I also do think that this isn't just about the physical realm. I don't think it's just let's break free from government and let's create new systems, which is definitely part of what I believe in.